God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Today's date is May 5th, 2025. It's the morning docket of the Lawrence County Municipal Court. I'm acting Judge Brian Cremines. I'm filling in for Judge Capper today. First group of cases we're going to call are the reviews. So when you hear your name called, come down to the table on your right and we'll go through your case.
Jessica Bailey, Simon Brown, Heather Krager, James Eastman, James Beckham Fortney.
All right, Ms. Bailey?
No, Krager.
Jessica Bailey. This is State of Ohio versus Jessica Bailey, case number CRB 2519. This matter was set for review hearing at 9 a.m. Time is now 9:54. Be failure to appear. Potential issue. Simon Brown. The State of Ohio versus Simon Brown, TRC 24-1807, A, B, and C. Mr. Brown, looks like you've done 42 hours of community service since we were last here. You're down to 6 hours of your community service left, which is good. And you've still got a significant amount of fines there to pay. But once you finish your community service, you can also start working it off on fines.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to set you another review hearing. And you've done so well that I'm going to go out a ways. Let's do July 25th. (9 a.m.) State of Ohio versus Heather Krager. This is case number CRB 19742. Set for review. It's a great report, Ms. Krager. And you're down to $84 and your treatment is all you have left.
Yes, I have the money to make a payment today.
Okay. How much were you planning on paying?
$30.
30. All right, I will make a note there in the file. Go out to June 23rd. That'll be at 9 a.m. for review.
Thank you.
Thank you. State of Ohio versus James Eastman. This is TRC 23-1864, A, B, and C. Looks like, Mr. Eastman, you've only paid $10, and that was back in March.
Yeah,
Do you have a payment today?
I got another 10 to give you. I got my driver's license, reinstatement, and insurance. All that I got done this month. I got my mental review start, but they haven't given me a start date for their course classes.
Okay. That's okay. Let's do June 23rd for review, 9 a.m. You're making progress.
Yeah, this It's been a struggle for me.
State of Ohio versus James Fortney, PRC 21-2667-8B and CRB 21-706. Good morning, Mr. Fortney.
Morning, sir.
All right, looks like you've done some pretty significant amount of community service since we were last here.
And my plan is in the next 2 days to finish it up.
I'm going to go out to July 25th. That'll give us plenty of time to finish that up, and then
I should be able to finish up my fines by that time also. If I have everything done, do I still need to be here?
if everything is completed, we cleared that with Mr. Cooper.
Yes, sir.
We will not need to appear.
Okay, because I'm moving about 3 hours away in the next 2 weeks, so.
And in the event that it's not finished and Mr. Cooper says you have to appear, we can set it up so you can appear via Zoom.
Okay,
If you're close to finishing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 25th, you said?
July 25th, 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Ronnie Gillespie, Michael Jones, Jeremy McMillan, Cody J.W. Meade, Mark Wells, Trenton Wells.
All right, State of Ohio versus Ronnie E. Gillespie, CRB 24601. Mr. Gillespie?
My name's Michael Lutz with Lawrence County Recovery. Mr. Gillespie, we have some communication error regarding this morning, but he's at work, working a shift at the courthouse, and he's the only employee there. He did ask that I get an update on his fines and his community service for him.
Well, he still owes it all.
Yeah, that's what I
according
thought.
to the file. But I am happy with his report. We're going to go out to June 27th for review at 9 a.m. Since his report was good, I'll consider it review today.
Okay, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Michael Jones, TRD 153586, TRD 151125, A and B. Morning, Mr. Jones.
Morning, Mr.
See, you've worked some community service since you were last here.
Yes, sir. Did the
It's like 2 days.
Saturday of the double credit, and I paid $50 on my fine last week.
Okay. I will, let's go out to June 27th for review at 9 a.m.
27th?
27th.
All right. Thank you very much.
State of Ohio versus Jeremy McMillan, TRC 20-2410 A, B, and C, PAD 14-2341 A, B, and C. And
He is compliant with all services. He had an injury recently to his knee, so he's had a bunch of medical appointments today, so I'm appearing for him. He's in our sober living. All drug screens are compliant. He was working until the injury, so.
I'm happy to hear that. I've known Mr. McMillan for a long time, and I've seen his progress through the court, and I'm glad that he's still doing well. I'm going to set another pre-trial or review for him for 6/27, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. State of Ohio versus Cody J.W. Meade. That's TRC 23-152 A, B, and C, TRC PRD 22-2101A and P, PRC 22-1690. Any idea where Mr. Mead is today?
No, he usually is never here early though. He typically shows up late every time he has court.
Okay.
So,
Well, rather than go through, we'll just pass on this matter for now, and we'll recall it later in the docket.
okay, thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Mark Wells, CRA 2753, PRC 2014, PRD 171273. All right, Mr. Wells, you're down to, looks like $225 left on one case, all your community service is finished, and $209 on the other case. So if you wanted to work that off on community service, you can, a few days of that, you could probably knock your cases out and not have to come back.
Okay, I got 10 to pay on it today, though.
Okay. I will make a note. Then we're going to do June 27th, 9 a.m.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. State of Ohio versus Trenton Wells, PRC 24212.
Mr. Wells is in our residential program, and he is doing well. He's compliant with all services. He's currently looking for a job. He's doing community service weekly with Cooper to get his community service knocked down. He also has a CPS case, so there's a lot of moving parts right now.
Well, he's gotten 18 hours of community service in since the last hearing, so he's just down to fines now on the case.
Can we get a total of the fines, please?
Next, he's down to, he's at $550. At one point it was a little lower, but it looks like he might have some more fees
Okay.
on there. So it's $550.
He'll continue working community service to knock that down.
Your Honor, it's showing 1,000 as the total. Criminal 24,656. TRC 24,212 is 550.
Oh, okay, that would be two different cases. So it's a total of 1,000.
1,000. So he'll be doing a lot of community service.
Quite a bit. All right, June 27th, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we're ready for
All right. The next group of cases we're going to call are arraignments. They're the first appearances on new cases. When you hear your name called, come down to your table on the table on your right, and we're going to go through and I will inform you of the charges and the possible penalties involved. You can enter one of three pleas here at your arraignment on a misdemeanor case, and that you can enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Guilty means you are admitting the violation. You're making a complete admission that you committed the allegation. A not guilty plea is you are denying that you committed the allegation. And a no contest plea, you are not admitting that you committed the allegation, but you're not contesting it either. If you're unsure of what to do, you should enter a not guilty plea. It will preserve all of your rights before the court. You do have the following rights. You have the right to remain silent. Everything in here is being recorded. If you tell me something that you otherwise shouldn't, maybe say aloud, the state of Ohio can use that against you. You have the right to reasonable bail. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, I can assess you for court-appointed counsel. You also have the right to force the state to prove each and every element of the offense charged beyond a reasonable doubt. If you would, go ahead and call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Caleb Johnston, case number TRD 2564. Caleb Johnston.
right, this is State of Ohio versus Caleb Johnston, here 25-864. Time is now 10:08 a.m. Mr. Johnson was cited to be in court at 9 a.m. He has failed to appear. Will be a capious issue.
State of Ohio versus Shaquan Carter, case number TRD 25888, A and B. Shaquan Carter.
This is State of Ohio versus Shaquan Carter, TRD 25888, A and B. This matter was set for 9 a.m. Time is now 10:09 a.m. Will be a capious issue for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Cody Ingalls, case number CRD 25104.
This is State of Ohio versus Cody Ingalls, CRB 25404.
You got any? Yes.
All right. All right, Mr. Ingalls, it's alleged that on or about February 13th, 2025, in Fayette Township, that you did knowingly cause Amanda Ingalls to believe that you would cause serious physical harm to the person or property of Amanda Ingalls. That's an alleged violation of Section 2903.21A of the Ohio Revised Code, aggravated menacing. It's a misdemeanor of the first degree. Misdemeanors of the first degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. How do you wish to plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, I will accept your not guilty plea. Do you wish to be considered for court-appointed counsel?
Yes.
Are you working?
Not.
All right. I will appoint Attorney Roger Smith to represent you. And I saw that you posted a bond, so I'll continue the bond posted with Mr. Sowers. We could have Mr. Roger Smith in the courtroom. Mr. Smith, this is an M1.
Yes, sir.
Aggravated menacing. What's your schedule look like over the next few weeks?
Real quick here, Judge.
How about the 19th?
I think that sounds like a date I use for it. Let me double check.
Or the 23rd?
Actually, I'm already here the 19th for another case. The 23rd, I'm not available, but I am
Okay.
May 19th.
I'll set this for a pretrial, 10 a.m., May 19th.
Sign your name right there. That way the state pays you on the pay. And put your telephone number there. I'll have my secretary. I need y'all is going to go for the case. Try to find anything about it.
State of Ohio versus Weldon E. Carter, case number TRC 25622, A and B. Weldon Harbor, as Mr. Trujillo says.
He's back there.
This is a pretrial. We're starting pretrial?
Yes.
All right. Starting pretrials. You have a pretrial, go ahead and come in the courtroom.
Yes. Yeah, they called it. Go in there.
All All right, this is State of Ohio versus Wilden E. Harbor, TRC 25622, A and B. Mr. Harbor's present with his attorney, Mr. Trujillo. The state's represented by Attorney Phil Field. Matter set for pretrial.
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, we've had a productive conversation today, and what I think we're going to do, I think Mr. Trujillo is going to ask to continue the case for a little bit. We'll come back at a later date. We ought to be able to resolve it at that time. We're okay to do that. I'm all right to do that.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor, if we could, I'll waive time and just set this out maybe in July. I've got a murder in June, or else I'd do it sooner, but, and I can draft an entry unless the court has it.
If you could do that, we'll do the continuance.
We'll do that.
Okay. We'll set it for, is there a specific date in July you'd like, Mr. Trujillo?
And forgive me, Your Honor, after all my time here, I should probably learn when court does business. What days would the court?
Mondays and Fridays.
Friday work better for you?
Anytime.
How about the Friday, the 18th of July?
Be fine.
That'd be 10 a.m., Your Honor?
Be 10 a.m. I'll set it for pretrial at that time.
And I will sign a jury time waiver here.
And I'll note for the record that the defendant has no his he's not. All right. You'll provide me for, I'll sign that.
Okay, I will get one drafted and we'll bring it back out.
What's the date?
July 18th, 10 a.m.
Your Honor, we're ready to go to Lawrence County Jail. State of Ohio versus Gavin T. Corey, case number CRP 25258.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Gavin T. Corey, CRB 25258. Mr. Corey, can you hear me? I think you're muted. All right. You can hear me, Mr. Corey? All right, Mr. Corey, there is a warrant for you out of Lake County, and so we're here for, on a Rule 4 motion. You have a right, Mr. Corey, to have a hearing to determine whether you are the same, indeed the same Gavin T. Corey that Lake County is looking for. However, if you want to do that, that hearing won't happen today. The other option you have is you can waive that hearing if you say, yeah, I'm the guy and I want to get back to Lake County and face it. You can waive that right to have that hearing if you wish. If you don't wish to waive that, I can consider you for court-appointed counsel. Do you feel like you understand my explanation of the rights under Rule 4, the criminal Rule 4?
Yeah, I'd like to live my rights.
Okay. I'll find that the defendant in this matter has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to a Rule 4 hearing. There will be some paperwork to come down that you'll have to sign, and I'll give Lake County 7 days to come pick you up. If they haven't picked you up, I'm going to set it for a hearing that morning, and if they haven't picked you up or they haven't provided good cause as to why, at that time you'll be discharged. All right, so, and I'm going to put this on the docket for the 12th. Just to make sure that they did pick you up, because I don't want to lose track of the case and then you're sitting in the jail unnecessarily. All right. I appreciate it, Mr. Corey. I'll find that you've waived your right to Rule 4 hearings, and there'll be some paperwork come down for you to sign, and then Lake County will likely be coming to pick you up.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Jail. State of Ohio versus Bethel Christian, case number TRC 25661.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Bethel Christian, PRC 25661. As Christian is present with her attorney, Mr. DeLauder, State Representative by Plainfield Field. Matter set for a pretrial.
Judge, we've gotten some discovery today from the state. However, we're waiting on the video. I've talked to the prosecutor's office this morning, and that should be forthcoming. So if we could have one more pretrial, we should be able to resolve this.
All right, is there a time frame that you'd like that in, Mr. DeLauder? What's a good date for you to be here?
Would June 2nd or the 9th be okay with the court? Either.
June 9th would be better.
Okay.
The defendant's request, this matter will be continued to June 9th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll meet you after, I'll meet you a second.
State of Ohio versus Ricky May, case number CRB 25-185, A and B. Ricky May.
So the State of Ohio versus Ricky May, CRB 25-185, A and B. Ricky May.
He's here.
Ricky May is here, we need him in the courtroom. All right, Mr. May is now present with his attorney, Mr. DeLauder, State Representative Attorney for the Field. The court will take note of Mr. May and the respect he's shown the court by dressing up today. It is appreciated.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Gentlemen, where are we on this?
I'm not sure. Mr. Heald indicated during the pretrial he needed a chance to speak to the complaining party.
And I have had a brief opportunity, and I meant to have a better opportunity before today, but what we'd like to do is have a short continuance, allow me to meet with Ms. Corwin and look at some other evidence and witnesses and things of that nature. Come back in 2 or 3 weeks, if that's acceptable.
We don't have any objection to that, Your Honor. Could we do that on June 9th also?
We can. All right, at the state's request, it'll be June 9th, 2025 at 10 a.m.
I'll call you later, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm going to meet with her.
State of Ohio versus Twyla Roach, case number CRB 25-208. Twyla Roach.
To the State of Ohio versus Twyla Roach, CRB 25-208. This Roach is present for the attorney, Mr. DeLauder, State Representative by Attorney Philip. Matter set as a pretrial.
Day after tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Is that possible? Yeah. I'll see you then. Yeah. All right. Larry Roach here. Larry Roach.
Larry Roach is here, please come in the courtroom.
We had not required him or asked him to be here today, but you want to go ahead and set it for trial, or we're going to have another pre-trial? You want to file discovery, or?
We can set it for another pre-trial if you think it'd be productive, that's fine.
I think we probably should look at things a little more closely and come back for another pre-trial.
There are some probate matters going on, Judge, that are kind of intertwined with the things going on here. I don't know if Mr. Hill thinks this is appropriate or not, but it might be helpful to set this out about 60 days or so. The probate things will have time to work their way through the system at that point.
You'd have to waive time.
Well, we would, but if the state didn't have any objection to it.
I don't have any objection to that. In fact, I think I have an interest there.
Could we set it for maybe July 14th?
Be just fine. We're going to set this for pre-trial at defendant's request for July 14th at 10 a.m. And I'll note the time waiver for the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Gill. Excuse me, Mr. Ballard.
State of Ohio versus Timothy Sanders, case number CRA 2584.
Do you have this update, Your Honor?
I do not. This is State of Ohio versus Timothy Sanders, CRA 2584. Mr. Sanders is present with his attorney, Mr. Ballard. State of Attorney Michael.
So, Your Honor, we've been watching Mr. Sanders' progress through this court for a few months. He's progressing well. I think he's transitioned into a sober living arrangement at this point. I expect Mr. Hill's going to want to leave it pending until he completes treatment, but I haven't confirmed that with Mr. Hill.
We do want him to complete his treatment, yes.
Where will be a good time for another review? When's he likely to be discharged from treatment? If he's... Okay, so he's still got a little ways to go in sober living. I don't know what the court's pleasure is.
Why don't we go ahead and set it for June 9th, since you're already here.
Okay.
At 10 a.m.
Okay.
And I'll list it on the pre-trial docket and that's right here.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. All right, buddy, keep it up, okay?
State of Ohio versus Deborah Thompson, case number TRC 25716, St. Stephen City.
The State of Ohio versus Deborah Thompson, TRC 25716, A, B, and C. Ms. Thompson's present with her attorney, Chris Lauder, State represented by Attorney Philip Gill. This matter set as a pre-trial.
And, Your Honor, Ms. Thompson's charged with a first offense OVI. After discussing this with Mr. Hill during pretrial conference, it's my understanding that Ms. Thompson wishes to change her plea to no contest with a stipulation to facts guilty for a sufficient finding. There are also two residual offenses, a failure to wear a seatbelt and a Mark Lane's violation. I don't know what the state's pleasure is. I don't know if they would maybe we wrong to dismiss those.
Mr. Gill?
If she pleads to the OVI, then we would dismiss the other two charges.
Okay. Ms. Thompson, is what your attorney has represented to the court correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
I will accept your no contest plea or enter guilty finding. It'll be, is there a recommendation on sentencing?
Your Honor, we would recommend the mandatory minimums for first offense.
The only unusual thing about this case, Judge, I talked briefly to the state about, was the potential of foregoing the community service requirement given Ms. Thompson's conditions. She's, how old is she? 72?
71.
71 years old, and doesn't have any prior significant criminal history.
Okay. All right, Ms. Thompson, I'm gonna sentence you as follows. It'll be 10 days in jail suspended to the 3-day DIP school. It'll be a $575 fine. I will leave you to pay the court costs. Based upon your attorney in the court and state's representation in the court, I won't sentence you to any community service.
Thank you, sir.
The B and C case will be nollied at state's on state's motion. We have a review date.
Your Honor, it's November the 3rd.
Oh, I see it now. Just needed to read. All right, you'll have a review hearing set for November 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. If you have everything taken care of and all your fines paid and your school done, at that time you will not need to appear.
The court doesn't have proof of insurance. I don't know if
She does. Do you have it with you today?
Yes.
Do you have proof of your auto insurance policy with you? I'll have them meet with the clerk before they leave the courthouse today to get that to the court. And then as far as driving privileges, Judge, I didn't hear what the license suspension was, but if it's a 6-month license suspension in this case,
It'll be a 6-month license suspension.
Okay, we'd ask that you let Ms. Thompson drive for medical purposes. You don't work currently, right?
No, but I
She just
have
needs to get to the
several
doctor and get
doctor's
to court if she needs to.
Okay. I'll grant her privileges for medical purposes and for court-related purposes.
Thank
Thank you, Larry. Will that conclude Ms. Thompson's case, Judge?
That will, Ms. Thompson, you're going to need to meet with probation. It'll be a 2-year level 4 probation.
Thank you, Larry.
And you'll need to see them before you go and also see the clerk with your insurance information.
Thank you.
If you don't get the information from the clerk by the end of the day, it'll go into the B&B, and then you'll have to deal with the B&B, and that's a lot harder than just being able to show the clerk.
I'll talk to him after court too, Judge. I'll make sure that
I can't
happens.
hear it.
I'll meet you out there.
State of Ohio versus Robert D. Fox, case number CRA 25-100.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Robert Fox, CRA 25-100. Mr. Galata's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, this is a case that allegedly happened back in November. Mr. Fox has talked to Bethesda about restarting services with them. I don't think he's had his first appointment yet, but
He has at least consulted with them to get that started. I've talked to Megan with QRT this morning. She's interested in taking this case. I believe the state will be okay with that as long as Mr. Fox shows that he's compliant for a period of time. So if we can come back in about 30 days, we should have all that done and be able to resolve this.
June 9th
Thank you, Your Honor.
at 10 a.m.
Chris.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Bramer, case number 20, PRC 25-721, A and B.
The State of Ohio versus Christopher Bramer, PRC 25-721, A and B. Is Mr. Smith's case set for a pretrial today. And Again, like the other gentleman, Mr. Brammer, the court does take note and appreciates you addressing the appropriate before.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, this is a case where I was in the trial all week last week. I didn't have a chance to look at discovery. I anticipate getting him in the office, if not the end of this week, first part of next week, if we could have a brief continuance. I've got some May and some June availability, depending on the court's calendar for docket.
Let's go out to June.
I could do the 6th or 13th, Judge. Or I could look more if you want to go
Let's
further
do
than
the
that.
13th.
That's that Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th.
Maybe I shouldn't do.
Asking you shall receive.
It just hit me, that's,
Be a set for a pre-trial at 10 a.m.
And we're going to ask for a time limit.
Okay.
oh, you sure, yeah, that's not an issue.
All right, I'll note that was a finished request, and also note,
State of Ohio versus Donald Donahue, case number CRP 25-170, CRA 25-175.
so the State of Ohio versus Donald Donahue, CRB 25-170, CRA 25-175. Mr. Donahue is present. Mr. Smith's case set for a pre-trial.
Judge, this is a case where my client's in treatment. I think it's more of a status, see how he's doing. Are you still doing your treatment?
Yes, I am.
Remind me who you're treating with.
With Rebecca Copley and Tommy Lester.
What agency are they with?
Raceway.
Oh, Grace, yes, okay. Do you have a report from them with you today? They sent one, do you know?
They should have sent one in the mail. No, my brother left one out there last week. When did you read that? Can I talk to him?
You just can't come up and cheat on. Did you ever update a report? Do you have an updated report from Graceway?
They didn't, I got one before, but they didn't give me one for this one. They were supposed to fax it over.
Okay. Judge, apparently they're supposed to fax it over. I've not seen it, but I know I think this is our second go-around, and he's still in treatment, so we're not ready to have him released yet, but I would ask we come back in roughly 30 days.
You available June 9th?
Now, this first day of a trial, I'm the 6th or 13th.
June 13th.
Okay.
I would like to add something, if I may.
You may.
This case started out as a theft case from Walmart, and then Mr. Donahue found himself in more serious trouble after he had originally pled guilty to the theft charge and then was asked to do a drug screen. Later, the judge allowed a withdrawal of the guilty plea, I think because Mr. Smith was appointed to represent him.
That's correct.
We need to resolve the theft charge in order to be able to see our way clear to having him do treatment in lieu of taking the tampering case to the grand jury. So we'd like to have the theft charge resolved as soon as possible. If they want a trial, that's fine.
No, but what I will do, Judge, I'll make a note, I will speak to them before the next pretrial. In anticipation, we will resolve that at the next hearing. I'll speak with them.
Okay. I'll find that it's a defendant's request.
Yes.
It'll be June 13th, 10 a.m., and in that, we'll be expecting to either resolve the we'll either resolve the M1 that day or set a trial.
Yes, sir. And I put on his continuance notice here, get the report from Graceway for the next hearing.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, just have them fax it.
Okay, thank you.
And I'll get you in before then, we'll talk.
You need to make sure you bring a copy of a report with you. So if you meet with them, tell them we gotta have a report, and send a copy of that. That way you've got one in your hand as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Ian J. Lewis, case number TRC 25-360, A, B, and C. Ian J. Lewis.
This is State of Ohio versus Ian J. Lewis, PRC 25-360, A, B, and C. Mr. Lewis is present with his attorney, Mr. Roger Smith. Matter set as pre-trial.
Judge, I have received discovery in this. I've got the acts on video, but I've not yet had a chance, because of that week-long jury trial, to speak with my client. If I could have a brief continuance, I have some May availability, because we don't need to come back too far out. Here, the 16th, 19th, 23rd, or 30th of May.
We can do the 19th.
19th of May.
So May 19th, pre-trial, 10 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Defendant's request.
State of Ohio versus David W. Moore, case number TRC 25-135.
I think it's morning.
Judge, I'm sorry, I should have asked my client. He has another court hearing that same morning. Can we do the 23rd or 30th?
It's okay.
We can do May 23rd.
Thank you, Judge.
Same time, 10 a.m.
Thank you. I'll correct this notice.
I'll get you before.
Yes.
So the State of Ohio versus David W. Moore, TRC 25-135, A and B.
Judge, he's the one that had called my office, gave no explanation, just said he could not be at court this morning. If for warrant issues, I would ask it be held until next Monday. I will hopefully get him in here this Friday.
All right. Time's now 10:40. Mr. Moore decided to be here at 10 a.m. There'll be a bench warrant issue for failure to appear, but it'll be held for 7 days.
State of Ohio versus Teresa Patton, case number CRB 18485.
State of Ohio versus Carisha Patton, CRB 18485. It's Mr. Smith's case. Matter set as pre-trial.
Excuse me, sir, it's pronounced Teresa.
It's Teresa? Okay, it's Teresa Patton. Set as a pre-trial.
I want to send up a report, Judge.
All right, that's a good report, Ms. Patton. Mr. Smith, what is your pleasure?
Judge, I would, obviously, we're just getting back in the process at New Life. I would ask for a comeback date at whatever interval your honor thinks we should come back on.
Let's come back May 23rd.
I'm here, thank you.
Do we have
Now, Ms. Patton, we're going to come back the 23rd because in your report, it says that you're going to be on site for 2 weeks. And so that will be off-site after that presumably for about 9 days. And so we may test you when you come back. So make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do when that's the reason I set it for that date. Do you understand?
Yeah, I just wasn't aware of the 9 days. Oh, my property restriction is lifted.
Yes.
Okay,
We
gotcha.
want to make sure that you stay clean, so that's why I'm setting for the 23rd.
Right.
Okay, we'll see you back the 23rd at 10 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Robert L. Slaughter, case number CRB 24692 A and B, and CRB 24346 A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Robert Slaughter, CRB 24692 A and B, CRB 24346 A and B. Mr. Smith's case, set for retrial.
Your Honor, when we were last here, he is still with Mahajan. He did not have a report the last year, but he has one, well, it's dated today, actually. I picked it up this morning.
It's got two different things on it. Yeah. You get a money, continuance, and pay costs. Maybe he has. Is, wonder if Kimberly's here. Is Kimberly here? Huh? Is Kimberly here?
I haven't talked to her in a long time, but
So, Your Honor, we're very pleased that Mr. Slaughter is following through in his commitment to doing some counseling. And what we'd like to do is get one more report from Mahajan and one more report from the alleged victim, Ms. Kimberly Slaughter, and then if everything's good the next time, then we'll be okay with the dismissal with the payment of court costs.
Mr. Smith?
Judge, that's fine. I guess we just need to pick a date that's...
June 13th?
Yes.
All right, June 13th, 10 a.m., and I'll make a note. If there's a good report, and costs are paid, matter will be dismissed.
State of Ohio versus Christopher L. Smith, case number CRA 258. Christopher Smith.
The State of Ohio versus Christopher Smith, CRA 25-8. Christopher Smith.
He texted me this morning, Judge. There it is.
Your Honor, he walked out of the courtroom because he has an ankle monitor on and it went off.
That's probably one of the few excuses to walk out.
That's the only reason.
No, you're good. We explain.
Mr. Smith's now present with his attorney, Mr. Smith.
Yeah. Judge, this case, I think it's probably on the extradition docket. I said last time, it's a little bit of a tortured history. He posted a bond here of $500. This was requested by Noble County, Indiana. As you've heard, he's on an ankle monitor out of Judge Ballard's court. There's been an issue, and I don't know why, and I'd have to address it with Judge Ballard, about opening the monitor up so he can go to Indiana to take care of him. He did post bond. He's willing to do that, wants to do that, but I'm going to have to check with the judge and Carl. Sure, they can get an itinerary, what time he's got to be in court in Noble County, but if we could come back, maybe first part of June, end of May, that I should be able to address that with the Common Police Court and get him up there to take care of his situation there.
About May 30th.
That'd be fine. I'm here, Judge.
Pre-trial docket, 10 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, May 30th at 10. Give us enough time. That's 25 days to get you up there and back. Knock that thing out.
All right,
Thank you. Thank you, Judge. See the 14th, I guess, huh? All right.
That's right, yeah. I'll see that. All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Stephen A. Smith, case number 216-1488, A and B.
That's me, sir.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Stephen A. Smith, TRC 1488 A&B. Mr. Smith is present via Zoom with his attorney in court, Mr. Roger Smith. Matter set as a pretrial.
Judge, this is a 2016 case, and the reason it's been out so long, he was actually serving a sentence in West Virginia for years. I've spoken with Mr. Hill. The trooper is Branson Barr, who I understand is at the Gallia post, so he would be available were we to press forward. But I believe Mr. Hill's going to offer a compromise, given the length of the case, and he's been in prison to physical control, which would not require him to come back from West Virginia and do the school and then whatever fine that the court wants to do. Did you hear that, Stephen?
Yes, sir.
Is that acceptable to you?
Yeah, that's fine with me, sir.
Okay, that way you don't have to come back and do the school and you,
Yeah.
I didn't-
I did, while I was incarcerated, I did complete a 6-month substance abuse program in there. I don't know if that helps.
It does. I just haven't done that, come back to do 3-day school from West Virginia. I think this is a good compromise. If you want to do it, we can dispose of the case. Now, you would have fine and cost to pay. You have to make payments on those.
That's fine, that's complete.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Hill?
I think given the totality of the circumstances, this is probably a fair resolution.
Okay, is there a sentencing recommendation?
Well, we don't make any, we don't have any position on that, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Smith?
John would just ask the minimum. He's been out of work for the past 8 years, and if the court could show some leniency on the fines, then I'd appreciate that.
Okay. Mr. Smith, what plea does your client?
Judge, we'll do a no contest, the stipulation of facts sufficient for finding him guilty, if the state doesn't object to that.
Okay. Mr. Stephen Smith, did you hear what your court is what your attorney is representing to the court?
Yes, sir. I do have one other request, if that's all right. I did just start working here recently, and if there's any way you guys don't suspend my license, that would be great. I just got reinstated.
Okay. Do you wish to enter a no contest plea in this matter?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll accept your no contest plea. I'll enter a guilty finding. It'll be 10 days jail suspended, $150 fine. I'll order you to pay the costs. Be no license suspension. Two years, level 4 probation. And the B case, Mr. Hill, are you willing to nominate the B case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. B case is nominated. And I'm going to set Mr. Smith a review date for 11/3/25 at 9 a.m. for review.
Am I correct, Judge, if he makes all the fines and costs, he does not have to physically appear or via Zoom?
That would be correct.
Acceptable, okay.
Just make sure, Mr. Smith, make sure that if you have everything, you think you have everything completed, make sure you clear that with Mr. Major or Mr. Cooper.
So all I have to do is pay the fine and the court costs?
That is correct.
And who would I pay those to?
The clerk of court here.
You can go online. There's a website for Lawrence County Municipal Court, and you can make payments with a credit card online.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, guys.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Stanley, case number CRB 25225, CRB 25227.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Stephen Stanley, CRB 25225, CRB 25227. It's Mr. Smith's case. cases except for pretrial.
Judge, Mr. Hill made an offer this morning. I've now had a chance to talk to my client about it. I don't want to set it for trial yet, perhaps one more pre-trial, and then we'll pick a trial date if we have to.
How far out do you want to go?
That May 30th, June 6th, June 13th,
All right.
3 or 4 weeks out.
Defendant's request, this matter will be set for pre-trial November 30th. Or excuse me, May 30th
May 30th.
at 10 a.m.
That's your next year. I need your appointment.
I'm impressed with how everyone was on their toes, the audible gas.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I get those 2 months mixed up too.
Yeah, you know,
State of Ohio versus James H. Nance Jr., case number CRB 2520. Your Honor, this was originally set for trial at noon today. Client may not be here yet.
State of Ohio versus James Nance Jr., CRB 2520. Matter was set for trial today at noon, but my understanding is may be resolved.
It is, Judge. We left a voicemail hoping to get him here early. I'm afraid I just got to recall it.
Okay.
And I'll see if I can't get it a little quicker.
Matter will be recalled. Mr. Smith, let us know.
Yes, I will reach out right now. Again.
State of Ohio versus Robert Copley, case number CRB 25228. That's Mr. Stratton's case.
Rachel?
Robert.
Looks like to me it says, it is Rachel Copley. I'm sorry. It's hard to read.
I went the other way on that one. That is kind of hard to read, though. The State of Ohio versus Rachel Copley, CRB 25228. It's Mr. Stratton's case set for a free trial.
This is a cross-filing with Jeremy Runyon. And I don't see Rachel here.
State of Ohio versus Jeremy Runyon, case number CRB 25229. Mr. Morton.
All right. Cross-filing in the State of Ohio versus Jeremy Runyon, CRB 25229. And
Mr. Cooper said Mr. Runyon's here.
there he is. So maybe they're both here.
Rachel?
All right, these matters are set for pre-trial. With the defendants are present in the courtroom.
Your Honor, the state has offered that 90 days, if there's no issues, that the case will be dismissed.
Mr. Hill?
We would also request the payment of one court cost.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Mr. Runyon will pay that, Your Honor.
Okay.
He concurs in this resolution, Your Honor.
Your Honor, do they need to appear if court costs are paid?
What do your office calendars look like for August 8th?
I'm good on August 8th.
Morford?
I'm good then, Your Honor.
I'm going to put them on for August 8th for pre-trial. I presume that the defendants are waiving time.
Yeah, we'll wait time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do they need to appear, Your Honor, if there's...
I'll note Mr. Runyon is going to pay court costs. And if the court costs are paid and there are no further problems, parties don't need to appear.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Paid by what date?
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, fellas. Hey, Butch. Hey, Butch.
State of Ohio versus Evan M. Davis, case number CRB 25202.
State of Ohio versus Evan M. Davis, CRB 25202. There's Mr. Stratton case set for pre-trial.
Just walked out or something. Got papers for him.
Yeah, that's
There's a good report, Mr. Davis. You're getting close to completion.
Is Samantha here? We spoke with the alleged victim, and while in the beginning she did not request a protection order, she has at this time. So we're
Okay.
going to ask for a protection order.
All right. Mr. Stratton?
Your Honor, the time that she was here, I believe she didn't ask for a protection order. She's not here today, and I thought she was going to be here today to ask for a protection order. That's what the state indicated. And she's not here, so you care if there's a protection order?
I'm not going back with her.
Yeah, I mean, we don't care there's a protection order, but
My son.
yeah. So I just asked this to be scheduled for another pre-trial. And
When do you want that? Would you like to have that set, Mr. Stratton?
probably sometime in June, Your Honor. Not the 2nd or the 9th.
Let's do June 13th for pre-trial, 10 a.m.
CPS, but I mean with the protection order, that's all I.
Yeah, the protection order.
And Mr. Davis, you can't leave until after you sign the protection order paperwork.
Did you say the 13th?
13th. 10 a.m. All right.
13th.
Now that there's a protection order issued, Mr. Davis, you can have no contact with her directly or indirectly, even no Facebook messages, things like that, or having someone else message on your behalf. All right, we'll see you back June 13th. You'll need to get a copy of the protection order.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Antonio J. Gordillo, case number TRC 25741 A and B.
What day did we get back? 6/13.
You may.
Do something
All
different.
right, this is State of Ohio versus Antonio J. Gordillo, PRC 25743 A and B.
Your Honor, may we approach for a second?
May. And I'll note for the record that it's a good report for Mr. Gordillo. not, we'll give him, we'll go out some days, that way it's.
Your Honor, just recap what we spoke about. He is going to plead no contest to the a reduced charge of physical control, waive reading of statement of facts, and stipulate to a finding of guilty on that. But we're going to delay sentencing, and we have an understanding of what our sentencing would have been today. But as long as he does good at hometown, there will be some more consideration given to that sentencing. Like this. So I ask that you just delay sentencing.
Okay. Mr. Hill, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
So you have a motion.
Our motion is to amend the charge to a physical control, and that's based upon some evidentiary issues that we feel justify that amendment. And if he pleads to that today, we are okay with a delay in sentencing, allow him to further himself in treatment, and then ask the court to take that into consideration in sentencing at a later date.
Okay. Mr. Stratton, your client's entering a no contest plea stipulating to a guilty finding?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Gordillo, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. I will accept your change of plea to the amended charge. Of physical control under 451119, I believe it's 194. And going to delay sentencing. How's June 27th look for you, your calendar, Mr. Stratton?
That'll work, Your Honor.
All right, I'll set a sentencing hearing, 10 a.m. June 27th.
So,
What date, Your Honor?
June 27th.
Thank you.
They might do away with the government program. They might do away with some other stuff.
By that time, I believe he'll be pretty close to halfway through the program.
Yep.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Danny Sloan, case number CRB 22339, CRB 22318, CRB 22542A and B, CRB 22574.
All right. State of Ohio versus Danny Sloan, CRB 22239 A and B, CRB 22318 A and B, CRB 22542A and B, and CRB 22574. Mr. Smith's case set for pre-trial.
Your Honor, I believe we have a resolution to these cases. What the state has offered for everything is for a change of plea sentence. I believe there's a 9-day sentence, but time would be suspended except for what he's already spent in county jail. I believe he was released on April 27th, is that correct? Yeah. But he went in March what? You know?
I thought it was 30 days.
Okay. It's about 30 days of jail time. I believe it was March 27th, April 27th, if I recall. So whatever, he'd get credit for that and suspend the rest. As you can see, these are all pretty old cases, so.
Mr. Hill.
Your Honor, if it please the court, Ms. Barcroft is here, and she understands what the recommendation is, and I believe she approves of it. We had discussed the issue of restitution previously, but she has decided that she doesn't want to pursue the restitution. So our recommendation is 90 days in jail with credit for, is it 30?
30, yeah.
And then 60 suspended, 2 years probation. in order to stay away from Ms. Barcroft, and we didn't discuss fine or any other sanctions.
Was that on all pending cases?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, what plea is your client going to enter to the charges?
Your Honor, he'll, in exchange for the recommended sentence by the state, and it's a joint recommendation, he'd enter a guilty plea to the...
Is that all of them?
I believe there's 4 cases total.
Well, there's, you can do 22, 5.
I've got
Wait minutes. We don't do violation protection.
one case with a name B, another case
Just do it
with
on
a
the
name
assault
B,
domestic.
and then a third case with, I've got 3 cases, 5 total charges.
5 total charges.
Or maybe it's 6. It's, yes, actually there is a 4th. You're correct, it was just in with this other. All right. Mr. Sloan, are you in agreement with what your attorney has represented to the court?
Yes.
All right, so you wish to enter a guilty plea to all pending charges?
Yes.
All right. I will accept your guilty plea, Mr. Sloan, and enter a guilty finding on all cases. So we'll start with CRB 22-318A and 38. I've got a 339 as well.
What's his current address? Which address do I use? He's got 12 addresses.
The
I need to know all his addresses are different.
B
from all his
case.
complaints.
when you get there. CRB 22-318B, we'll do 30 days in jail, credit 30 days. So that case will be completed. And I'm going to do a $150 fine and court costs on each case, with the exception of the B case. And they're all to run concurrently with each other. With 2 years level 4 probation.
So just those two.
And Mr. Sloan, there's I understand their old cases, and I'm guessing based upon this that there hasn't been any recent issues, but as part of your probation, you guys can have any contact with the alleged victim in this case. You understand that?
I understand.
And so if there's a violation filed, you're likely to go to jail for 60 days.
There won't be.
Yeah, because
Okay.
all of this has all different addresses. I guess I'll just get this information. I'll just send you for this.
I'll ask about his address.
Yeah, I'm talking about his identifiers too.
November 3rd, will be here. 9 a.m.
You got your current address down.
I'll just show him.
We also going to need Mr. Sloan's current address.
I'm tracking it down right now.
Did you want the same amount of fine on each case, or did you do those separately?
Do the same amount on each individual case number. And then on 22,574, A and B, it'll be the same sentence. 90 days, credit 30, suspend 60. 2 years level 4 probation, restraining order from Ms. Barbara Croft. All run concurrent with the 22,339 and 22,574 cases. Review November 3rd.
Number 22,542 cases is solid.
Do the same sentence, but just suspend, no fine, 1 court cost. It would be on CRD 22,574, 90 days, credit 30, suspend 60, all the same terms, and the running currently. Now, Mr. Sloan, I also want to advise you that some of the things that you've been pleased to today, the violations of protection orders or consent agreements and domestic violence, based upon that, so that if there is a further problem there, then at that point, it could be a situation where you're facing felony charges. But it's very, very important that there be no further problems.
It won't be.
All right, you'll have a review hearing on all pending cases November 3rd at 9 a.m. You'll need to see probation before you leave.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Edward versus Christopher Hall, case number CRB 24-153.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Hall, CRB 24-153, is Mr. Stratton's case set as pretrial.
Tessa? Oh, that's the one that's the page on here, right?
The state issued a subpoena for the alleged victim in this case, Your Honor.
And we don't know whether it was served or not. Maybe there's something in the file that would indicate.
Mr. Hill, in the court file, it says that Mr. Hamlin received the subpoena on 4/16/25 and served it on the same day by leaving a copy at the place of residence.
Will nolly the charge without prejudice.
Now, I guess technically, that wouldn't be valid service on a subpoena, but I would leave that to you, Mr. Hill, as to how you wish to proceed.
The reason that we asked for the subpoena to be issued was because we had not had contact with the alleged victim despite our efforts. We anticipate that we won't hear anything more, but if we would, and we was justified in not having contacted us, then we might refile the charge.
Okay. All right, I will take the motion then, and nolly this without prejudice before we refile.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Dismiss. All right.
State of Ohio versus Brian Mischke, case number TRD 25580. Brian Mischke.
The State of Ohio versus Brian Mischke, TRD 25580. Brian Mischke. Mr. Hill, do you have this file?
I have
Ticket.
just the ticket.
It says that he was summoned in on March 31st at 9 a.m.
It's down here, said it was in the pretrial document.
I'm going to dismiss this. It's in the wrong, really it's filed in the wrong court, and I don't think he had notice. That one should have been filed on the traffic court document.
State of Ohio versus Herman James Dalton. Your Honor, he could not post bond, but he was picked up by Washington County.
Okay. The State of Ohio versus Herman James Dalton, CRA 25248. Court was informed that Mr. Dalton was picked up by Washington County, so the matter here will be dismissed.
State of Ohio versus Jamar M. Fells, case number CRA 25243.
This is State of Ohio versus Jamar M. Fells, CRA 25243. Mr. Fells is present here in court this morning with his attorney. And sir, if you would go ahead and identify yourself for the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Evan Lewis on behalf of Mr. Fells, 0101598.
Mr. President, Attorney Mr. Lewis. This matter is set as a preliminary hearing. And Mr. Fells is out, I believe, on a $5,000 cash assurance bond. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, what's your pleasure on this?
Your Honor, with the understanding the state's going to recommend this charge go out on a summons with a probable indictment, the defendant would waive the preliminary hearing here this morning.
Okay. Mr. Fells, is that correct, what your attorney represents?
Yes, sir.
The court? All right. There will be a form coming up that will need your signature on it. I'll find that you've knowingly and involuntarily waived your right to a preliminary hearing today. In order to keep the same recommendation for bond and a summons going out on that matter, if there is an indictment.
Judge, I'm not sure if it's necessary, but I would ask to be relieved to do the representation.
You'll be relieved, Mr. Wilford.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Fells, I've executed the entry. This matter will be bound over to the grand jury for further consideration.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. Pleasure to be here.
State of Ohio versus Melissa LeGrand, case number CRA 24-513, CRB 24-462.
This is State of Ohio versus Melissa LeGrand, CRA 24-513, CRA 24-515, CRB 24-514-HD, CRA 24-513, and CRB 24-462. So Mr. Morford's case set for a trial. Ms. LeGrand, that's one of the better reports that I think I've seen in a while. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Morford.
Judge, I ask you to stay the course. She looks the best since I've known her. She is progressing well. Like you said, this is one of the better reports that the court has seen.
All right. Mr. Morford, what's your schedule look like for June 9th?
I'm clear there.
All right. I'm going to set this for June 9th for preliminary hearing and pretrial.
Actually, she actually pled to misdemeanors. We reduced the felonies to misdemeanors.
Okay.
So she's been pending sentencing for quite a while.
All right.
But we're very pleased with her progress and happy that she's getting back to living the kind of life I know she wants to live. Now that she has a job, Your Honor, we do want her to understand that there's going to be a hefty amount of restitution due because of all these things. The figure totals $7,390.85. So now that she's working, maybe she wants to start putting some money aside to pay some restitution.
I'm sure that will be discussed with her. Caseworkers will develop some kind of plan to begin making restitution because it is significant.
All right. June 9th, for sentencing at 10 a.m. All right. You're all set. Mr. Morford, is there anything else?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Haley Grammer, case number CRA 25-242. Haley Grammer.
The State of Ohio versus Haley Grammer, CRA 25-2242. Mr. Smith case set for a pretrial. I have not seen Ms. Grammer here, but there's a report coming, and that may explain.
May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
Ms. Bramer and co-defendants here on the house with it, and that's the reason why one is brought and one, the other one is not.
We probably need to get her on Zoom, Judge, because my intention is to waive this hearing, but I would need her okay to do that.
Can you make that happen?
I can.
Can that?
All right, let's recall this.
Thank you, Judge.
Here shortly when she's on Zoom.
Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Autumn H. Clark, case number TRC 25707, A, B, and C.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Autumn H. Clark, TRC 25707, A, B, and C, CRA 25210, CRB 212, A and B.
She is in services. She's doing well. I understand it's not a written report because there was an internet situation, but he will give you a report. I think it's good. So far, so good, Judge.
How's she doing in treatment?
She's doing well. She hasn't missed no group. She hasn't gotten no trouble. She's attending 3 meetings a week.
Mr. Smith, I presume then you're, and Mr. Hill, I presume we're continuing on the course?
Yes, but we have several things that need to be resolved. So we'll be looking for some action on that, either pleas or trials. Now, I had spoken with Mr. Smith, I'm sorry, I had a mini stroke there for a second, about the fact that we want her to be successful in treatment, number one. Number two, she's got a felony charge that we're willing to keep here and end up dismissing if she's successful in treatment. But she also has a couple of other things, an OVI, which we take very seriously. It's a first offense. Do we have the urine results back on it? Yeah. So we don't have the urine results back on it yet, but we're going to be looking for a resolution on that. And also, a very important thing, I'm sure, for her is that we also have a child endangering charge, which we want to use that as an incentive for her to do well in her treatment. So if she is successful in treatment, we can look at dismissing that charge too, but we're not going to look at dismissing the OVI charge.
Yeah, Judge, I understand that. I will certainly talk to my client before the next hearing. The problem of doing that today without the urine test results, I think that would be ill-advised at this point. Not that I won't do that in the future, but I will certainly discuss with my client, and we could come back at whatever interval your judge believes is necessary to keep her on the straight and narrow, as it were.
Mr. Hill, I'll defer to you on this. As to when you think those results may be in and how far out you would like to go.
Well, the traffic stop is on April the 12th, so usually somewhere between 60 and 90 days. So sometime in the latter part of June, perhaps. Is that, you got a date then, Roger?
I've got June 13th, which is 2 months after the stop. I can look if you need something else.
That would be good with us if you want to do
Okay.
that. And that way we can also check up on our counseling.
I'll set that for June 13th for preliminary hearing and pretrial, 10 a.m. Keep doing well in your treatment, man.
Keep doing what you're doing.
State of Ohio versus Colin M. Walsh, case number CRA 25241.
This is State of Ohio versus Colin M. Walsh, CRA 25241. That's Mr. Tyler Smith's case, set for April 20th.
Okay. So,
It's a good report, Mr. Walsh.
Your Honor, this is, Mr. Walsh is a co-defendant of Ms. Bramer and Mr. Fells, who I believe Mr. Fells has already waived his preliminary hearing. That's an intention as well with Mr. Walsh. He's now out. He's in Bethesda. He started out pretty well. Are you on GPS? Is that correct? He's on GPS, part of his bond. So we just asked that the with the state send a summons based on that fact that we've waived the preliminary hearing and maintain the same bond when we get to common police court.
Mr. Hill?
I'm going to make a note to issue a summons and ask that we request the same bond in the common police court.
All right. Mr. Walsh, you have a right to have a preliminary hearing in this matter. However, you are on bond, and so what your attorney is representing to the court is that you wish to waive that hearing in favor of the state requesting the same bond that you're currently on, and that you remain in truth. Is that what you wish to do?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll find that you've knowingly and intelligently and voluntarily waived your right to preliminary hearing. There's a form coming out for your signature, and then once executed, this matter will then be bound over to the Lawrence County Grand Jury for further consideration. All right, matter's bound over to the grand jury.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Haley Brammer, case number CRA 25242.
All right, that's the State of Ohio versus Haley Brammer, CRA 25242. We previously called Ms. Brammer, but based upon their co-defendant, she was brought today. This is Mr. Smith's case. Matter is set as a preliminary hearing.
It is, Judge. Haley, this is set for preliminary. The two co-defendants waived that hearing. That means you can stay in treatment until this case gets to the grand jury, then we'll reevaluate what we're going to. Do you want to also waive this hearing today?
I think so.
Well, you can come, they can bring you to court and have a hearing. It's just a probable cause hearing. See if there's enough evidence to send it to the grand jury, or you can waive that, stay in treatment. It's going to the grand jury one way or the other. Either you waive or, well, I should say it that way. More likely than not.
I would like to stay in treatment, yes.
Okay, but that's all you, just a preliminary hearing. You're not waiving any of the rights you have. And you feel comfortable, you understand what you're doing today? By waiving this hearing? Judge, we would waive and ask that the prosecutor make a note in his file that we have waived and return for it, to keep the bond the same, hopefully when it gets down to common police court or summons issue.
Ms. Brammer, do you feel like you understood what Mr. Smith had represented to the court?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Do you feel that you understood what Mr. Smith represented to the court today?
Please sign it.
Somewhat, yes. Maybe a further explanation.
Okay.
Might be.
You have the right to have what's called a preliminary hearing. It's a hearing to determine whether or not the state has probable cause to take the matter to the grand jury. If you have that hearing, if you wish to have that hearing, they could bring you up here and the state would put on evidence, and then I would make a determination as to whether they have enough probable cause to be able to take it on to the grand jury. You have the right to waive that hearing. If you waive that hearing, the state has agreed to issue a summons instead of arresting you if there is an indictment at grand jury, and to request the same bond issue if it gets to the common police court. If you have a hearing, there's no guarantee that they will do either of those two things. The state also would have the opportunity, if they so wish, to dismiss that at this time if they didn't want to have a probable cause hearing. However, if the state does that, then you lose your bond, and there's a fair chance that you would likely be rearrested. Now, they've not indicated that they're going to, their intent to dismiss it, but after hearing my explanation, you feel like you understand the nature of a preliminary hearing.
Yes, okay. Yeah, thank you for that.
No problem. I want to make sure that you understand.
Okay, yes, I would like to stay in treatment. I think it's definitely in my best interest, so.
So you wish to waive your right to preliminary hearing today?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I'll find that after the explanation, the waiver is knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily given. There will be a form that they're likely going to have to send down for you to sign that indicates that you're waiving your preliminary hearing. I will execute my portion of it now on record. Find that you've waived it on record here today, and this matter would then be bound over to the Court of Common Pleas, to the grand jury for further consideration.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Brammer, and I hope that you stay in treatment and things go well for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Austin Pritchard, case number CRA 18-1233 A and B, CRB 18-1234 A and B, TRC 18-3525 A and B. Set for sentencing, Your Honor.
Okay. State of Ohio versus Austin Pritchard, TRC 18-3525, CR 18-1233 A and B, CRB 18-1234 A and B. Mr. Morford's case sets the sentencing here. Mr. Morford.
Judge, he's done everything that's asked of him. I believe the state was willing to dismiss this charge, and he did well. He completed treatment.
Yes.
He's employed. There have been no further incidents.
Okay, well, there's still a significant amount of fines owed in these matters, Mr. Morford. There's still $397 outstanding on the CRB 18-1234A case. And on the CRA 18-1233A case, it looks like $4,043, but I assume a large portion of that is restitution.
Yes, I believe so.
It looks like there's been, on that case, almost 1,000 paid, $990.05, but there's still a little over 4,000 outstanding. So why don't we do this? Let's set this.
I usually pay every month.
Let's set this out away. Mr. Morford, June 27th.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
Okay. Should be 10 o'clock for sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Amy Van Zant, case number TRC 25-830. Your Honor,
This is State of Ohio versus Amy Van Sant, TRC 25-830. Ms. Van Sant, this is an arraignment. Were you here to hear my explanation of your rights before the court and what pleas you could enter?
No, sir, I haven't. I was actually supposed to attend on April 28th, but I had a court date at the same time at 9 a.m., so I do have verification of that.
I trust you on that.
Okay.
I'm not going to get penalized. You're here today.
Okay.
But I do need to go over some rights with you.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over your charge with you and the possible penalties involved in it. You can enter one of three pleas. You can enter a guilty plea, a not guilty plea, or a no contest plea. Guilty means you're admitting the allegation, making a complete admission of the allegations contained in the charge. Not guilty plea means you're denying the allegations that are pending before the court that are listed in the charge. And a no contest plea means you're not admitting it, but you're not contesting it either. And if I think the state would have enough evidence, I can enter a guilty finding. Now, you do have certain rights before the court. This is a criminal case, so you have the right to remain silent. We're recording everything in here that's going on, and so if you were to say something that would not be in your best interest, Mr. Hill, who works for the state as the prosecutor, could then use that against you. You have the right to have an attorney on this charge. If you can't afford one, I can appoint one to represent you if you qualify. You have the right to have reasonable bail, and you have the right to force the state to prove each and every element of the offense charged beyond a reasonable doubt. You feel like you understand the explanation that I just gave you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Ms. Van Sant, it's alleged that on or about April 26, 2025 in Fayette Township, that you were operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol or drug abuse or a combination thereof. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code 4511.19A1. That is OVI, and it's alleged that you had a prior OVI in 2024. That is a first-degree misdemeanor. The maximum penalty that you could face in this matter is up to 6 months in jail, a $1,625 fine, a license suspension of up to 5 years, and an interlock device being used now on your vehicle if there's a guilty finding, and up to 90 days of immobilization if it's registered to you, if the vehicle's registered to you. The minimum penalty that you could face is 10 days in jail or 5 days in jail and up to 18 days of home confinement, $525 fine, a 1-year license suspension, and the same penalties for interlock and immobilization of your vehicle. How do you wish to plea?
I need to hire or try to get a court-appointed lawyer, so I would plead.
I will then enter a not guilty plea on your behalf.
Okay,
that
thank you.
preserves all your rights before the court. Are you working currently?
Yes,
Where you work?
it's home health care.
All right, you paid hourly?
Yes,
How much do you make per hour?
$7.25 currently,
Okay. How many hours a week do you get?
25 to 30, around about, sometimes over. I just started though. It's with my parents.
I'm going to find that you qualify. I'll appoint Attorney Roger Smith, who's sitting right behind you. I'm going to let you sign a $1,000 signature bond. What that means is you don't have to pay any money to the court, but as long as you show up. If you fail to appear to court, then we can force you to pay $1,000 before giving you another bond. It's very important you come to court.
Right.
And stay in good contact with your attorney. This is a urine screen, it looks like. Mr. Smith, Mr. Heald, how far out would you like to go?
We're at the court's disposal. We're here anytime.
Probably late June or early July would be 60 days.
Let's do June 27th.
Let me double check. June 27th at 10 o'clock. Let me double check, make sure everything got that day.
We will withdraw that case to the secretary. Should we have an idea?
You said 20, what did you say, Judge?
7.
Nothing, I'm good. I have nothing set that day.
All right, Ms. Van Sant, you'll be
Yes.
back on June 27th at 10 a.m. unless you hear otherwise from your attorney.
Okay, at 10 a.m. June 27th. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
My secretary called me through the office.
Okay, sounds good.
Absolutely.
All right, you're going to call me?
Yes, and I'll have her set up
All
an
right.
appointment.
Thanks, Mr. Smith.
State of Ohio recalls Cody JWD, case number TRC 23-152, A, B, and C, TRC 22-2101, A and B, TRC 22-1690, A and B.
He still never showed, Your Honor.
All right. Well, what we'll do on this one, since he is attending and compliant with this treatment, I'll go ahead and review, find the matter reviewed, but we're going to come back a little bit sooner. So let's do June 6th for review.
And I'll have them reach out to try to let him know.
At 9 a.m. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus James H. Nance Jr., case number CRB 2520.
All right, this is case number CRB 2520, James H. Nance Jr. State of Ohio versus James H. Nance Jr. It's Mr. Smith's case. Mr. Nance is now present. My understanding is that there's a resolution and it's set for trial.
It's correct, Judge. The prosecutor, one of my clients up here today, it's my understanding the case is going to be nollied by the state.
Mr. Hill.
Your Honor, we are going to dismiss the charge after having spoken with the young lady who's the alleged victim in this. We determined it was best to do that. However, I wanted Mr. Nance to understand that what he said to Ms. Manshine's, I believe it was her mother, totally inappropriate. And this idea of I own this hollow. If a person really does own the hollow, that's fine. But if they're just telling people that I'm in charge of everything that happens in the hollow, we're not happy with that. And if we hear anything else that even comes close to that kind of behavior, we'll file charges again.
Okay. On the state's request, this matter be nollied.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Court's adjourned.